Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're having a good week. I have to say mine has been better than last week. So yeah, all good. Sun's out. Looks good. Um, just to make you aware of a fight, if this is in the UK, you may not be aware of it, but I want to bring your attention to it. It's between Luis Alberto Lopez and Joet Gonzalez, and I think this could be a real entertaining fight, which might slip under the radar if you're in Britain. It takes place in Corpus Christi, Texas, over in America. It's over 12 rounds. It's for the IBF featherweight title, held by Luis Alberto Lopez. Now, Lopez is well known to UK fans. He is fresh off, I think back in May, knocked out Michael Conlan, fresh off a fifth round knockout. It was a one punch knockout. I think it was a right uppercut? I think it was. Flattened Conlan, and prior to that he beat Josh Warrington on a majority decision over 12. That was a hard fought fight, close fight, but I think the right man got it. And also he beat Isaac Lowe a few years ago. Lowe at the time was undefeated. He stopped him in 7 rounds. I think that was a body shot. So the guy's got, he's got clean knockouts through body shots, uppercuts, and he can hang tough and have a row with someone like he did with Warrington. And that's just 3 examples, the 3 UK examples. He is a very well schooled Mexican fighter. He's 30 years old now, orthodox, and he's kind of in his prime. And he's 28, by the way, 28 wins, 16 KOs. He's got more power than that record perhaps suggests. 2 defeats, which are earlier on in his career. He lost to Ruben Villa, who at the time was undefeated. That was 10 rounds in 2019. And he lost a split decision 10 rounder to a guy called Abraham Montoya, who was 14-1 at the time. That was in 2018. So he's fought good men, he's learnt from mistakes, he's turned the negatives into positives, and he is in his prime. But he's taken on a very, very tough guy in Joet Gonzalez. Orthodox fighter, 29 years old, so more or less the same age, one year's difference. In his prime, 26 wins with 15 KOs, 3 defeats, all on points. All 3 are on points. So these guys have got 5 defeats between them, but they're all on points. So they're both shown some real durability. And you can't knock Joet Gonzalez, the quality of his opposition. He looks like one of those guys who will face extremely high level of fighter, but may not be able to get over the finishing line, if you know what I mean. Because in his last fight, which was only in April, he fought Enrique Vivas, who was 22-2 and won a unanimous decision over him. Prior to that, over a year ago now, I think it was July 2022, he fought Isaac Dogboe, lost a split decision. That was a close fight, if I remember rightly. And in 2 fights before that, he fought Emmanuel Navarrete. That was in 2021. He lost a unanimous decision over 12. Clear win for Navarrete, although, I mean, if memory serves, I think I gave Gonzalez 3 rounds, 4 rounds, I don't know. But I know that I thought Navarrete won. But again, Navarrete's a tough nut. That was for the WBO featherweight title. This one coming up is for the IBF featherweight title. And his other defeat was on points to Shakur Stevenson. And I don't think he won a round, or if he did, it was no more than one sort of consolation round. But that was in 2019, and that was that was for the WBO title. I think it was vacant at the time, but Shakur completely outclassed him, over 12. No shame in that. Shakur is what they call a generational talent, very, very good fighter. But both these guys, like I said, have durability, and they both probably hit harder than their records suggest. Certainly in the case of Lopez, but I think the styles are going to gel very, very well, and I expect pretty much an action fight. How will it go? I think it will be. I think probably Lopez. See, I was going to say in terms of accuracy and ring IQ, I sort of make Lopez a favourite, but at the same time, Gonzalez throws a ton of punches. I mean, he really does throw a lot of punches. So maybe they will sort of even out in that respect. It's difficult. You see, the fights I enjoy previewing are the ones I find it really difficult to make predictions, because they're the most interesting fights. You know, if something's one-sided, you almost think, well, don't we need to do a preview? But I can see. It wouldn't surprise me if Lopez was winning after about 3 or 4 rounds, if he won the majority of those rounds. But I can see, if Gonzalez was winning, I can see Lopez eventually getting into his groove. He won't have to go looking for Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to be in front of him. He does hit a lot harder than his record suggests, Lopez, and I think he might be able to pull back the deficit. So after about 7 or 8 rounds, we're pretty much even. Now that leaves a third of the fight. I think there'll be lots of exchanges. Like I said, I think this will be an entertaining fight, definitely. With a third of the fight left, I mean, I can see this being a very close fight, like a 115, 113. It could go either way, but I think Lopez will probably, through sheer accuracy, and also through his engine. He's got a very good engine. He proved that against Warrington. He actually got shook by Warrington, I think, in the 10th or the 11th round, and managed to survive. So he can come through adversity. I think he'll probably take over in the last third of the fight, and I would make this a sort of 115, 113, maybe a 116, 112 at a push. Points win for Lopez. I don't think he'll stop Gonzalez. Is it possible Gonzalez can win? Yeah, it is. It is. He does throw a ton of punches, but Lopez throws some leather as well. So maybe there isn't that much difference. But I see a close win for Lopez. Like I say, 7-5, 8-4, maybe. In a very, very entertaining fight. So don't miss this one. I'm not sure who's showing it in the UK. I want to say DAZN, but don't quote me on that. But it looks good. Looks good, this fight, yeah. So make a note of it. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of these fighters? Who do you think is going to win? Predictions, please, and why. This is a difficult one to predict, but yeah, I'm going to go with Lopez. I think he's also got some sort of momentum going now, what with having won the title off Warrington and defended it against Conlan. He might go looking for one punch, though, which might allow Gonzalez to outwork him. Interesting. Leave your thoughts below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. Always good to speak to you, and looking forward to reading your comments. Yeah, this should be a good one. And yeah, bye for now.